If she ever wear neutral after what she said about the royal family, we're going to call her out. Hello. Good audio test.
Let's go.
I'm sorry, I'm on Caribbean time. I also found a really cool article that's breaking news right now. Someone else has been markled. Somebody by the name of Alison Clem. She has a barbecue spot down in Texas. And if you remember, Meghan and Harry went down there during the South by Southwest festival where they were getting a lot of backlash as usual for being cringe. And they went to her barbecue spot. I don't know if she offered them a free meal, girl, but they went down there for a photo op. Alison Clem, Michelin-starred owner of Meghan and Harry's favorite barbecue joint, is charged in $350,000 fraud scheme. This scheme is going to end up costing them $700,000 in the end. Harry got a lot of backlash for these photos because he was a little bit too handsy. Like, you know how he takes on some of Meghan's characteristics and so on. They were saying, is he really still a prince? Should he give up his titles? He's just being very out of character for a prince with all of this overkill. They were just criticizing him for how he was all up in this woman's business. Are you going for lunch? Why does it have to be a whole photo op? It's an insurance fraud lawsuit. This is a gentleman here. There's Meghan. There's Aaron, the chef, who after this lost 4 digits of his fingers on his prominent hand, which is his left hand. They're saying that this lady decided to take out an insurance policy after the incident occurred because she didn't have it while he was there and he was injured. The insurance policy was taken out afterwards, and then obviously it was caught in fraud. There's another lawsuit going on whereby Aaron is saying that his boss, Alison Clem, did not even have like the safety rules in place for him to use these machines and everything at the time when he was injured. Anything they touch turns to shite. If Meghan comes to you in your business place and says, I'd like to combine highlight to your business place, girl, you're going to be in trouble within a year. It's just weird, right? It will end up being $700,000 because they'd have to pay double whatever they were claiming. If found guilty by Travis County District Court, Clem will be liable to pay restitution plus double what travelers dished out to Gomez, $700,000, according to a Texas Department of Insurance new release. It's worth mentioning that Miss Clem's partner, business partner, and also wife passed away during that time. And you see that sometimes with businesses where the administrative arm of the company, something happens to them and then everything just goes haywire. I think that's kind of what happened here because it was in quick succession after her wife passed away that things started to unravel in the business. But it is a Michelin star restaurant. You know, she should have had, perhaps you would say, other accountants and other people in charge of it to protect its longevity. At the end of the day, don't mess with Meghan and Harry. They will ruin your life. She Markle Clever Coffee. That's another one. Yes, a barbecue joint. I know I didn't want to say this, but like a barbecue joint. I mean, they must have done some really good work to get that accolade. So you guys ready for me to show you exactly what it is that we are here for? I have decided to make a bingo on the beach. I was passing a bingo spot. Well, it wasn't a bingo spot, it's a country club, but I was like, oh, they're having bingo there. I would love to do bingo. I love bingo. But then I thought, you know what? I'd rather do it with my subscribers. This is going to be all the cringe things that Meghan does. So you have the hugging and touching of others. You have the lizard tongue. You know, when she talks, sometimes she's like, the long foot shoes. She always likes to wear her long foot shoes. So would we like to play a little bit of bingo on the beach? In her series, she's going to have these mannerisms going on. Every time we see something like her holding hands with somebody, anytime we see the claw, anytime she talks word salad, and then we just put an X. Everyone knows the rules of bingo. Diagonal, vertical, horizontal, and you have a free space in the middle. Yes, the pic on the right, the yoga, whatever that is, gymnastics pic, I think that was from the TIG days when she used to post thirst trap photos of herself trying to get men's. Even if they go to something and do another appearance somewhere, you can also use this for that purpose. Touching unsuspecting child. Okay, so I have hugging / touching others. I think that goes with that. Vein popping out of her forehead should be one. I have that. Authentic. So authentic goes under word salad. My husband, good one. He said seal clap, right? Sorry guys, this is a little bit of a different kind of live because I'm developing this thing with you guys. So if anyone copies me, by the way, they're copying you too. So we can do a class action lawsuit against them. This is more than she did, by the way, for archetypes, because I don't know if you realize that it was such a shock to me that archetypes was not even her idea. Like, actually, they had no ideas for anything. Oh, merching. That's good. Thank you so much for your help, by the way. I really need this. I do everything myself. You know that, right? It's so nice to have input from you guys. I love you. Sorry, I didn't need to employ you as my crew. We can do the dropping the mask. I don't think they're going to have that in the cooking series though, because they, I would think, edit it out. But even in the mockumentary, I always found that there was somebody in the crew or in the production team that did not like Meghan because they put some very unflattering shots of her in there that I think if she had editorial control, she would have edited out herself. So you never know. There's in there waiting for laughter where she goes, and I did this, and then she expects the people to laugh with her. Clap, let's go. That's the intro, I think.
Let's go.
Let's go. So crazy. Beds over with laughter, shoulders showing. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do what you want. She's cheating on Harry with a guy called Phil. When did she find the time? As a mom is good. As a mom. But then she never shows her children, right? What's this bingo for? This bingo I'm going to use in an upcoming video or a series of upcoming videos whenever she comes on with her cooking show, or if she makes another appearance anywhere that we have video footage of that we can analyze. We can talk about all of her habits that are so cringe, and then you win bingo. If you win the bingo, sorry, I didn't even mention this at the top of this. Of course, there's a prize at the end of this. It is a pair of Leilani of Barbados slides. We have got a new version of the slides, so I wanted to introduce that as a gift when you win the bingo. The first person who covers the bingo, email me, tell me how you got it, and we'll get that gift out to you. My husband. Okay, we can use that one. Yeah, she never says Harry, does she? It's so weird. He was Harry before you met him. We knew him as Harry before you met him, girl. So all of these annoying words, like authentic, empowered, organic, that would all go under the word salad down here. Right is a big one. It's like a verbal filler for her. She always has to look for validation when she says something, so she can't just say a statement. Mask slipping, it will cover the death stare, the sultry stare, the whatever. Thought I was actually on the beach. Well, we can do it on the beach if you want. We can put in some footage of me on the beach doing this bingo with you. Sure, why not? Beige, 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 neutral color scheme. If she ever wear neutral after what she said about the royal family, we're going to call her out. Exploiting children, we need that one. The exploiting children is very important to me. I don't know if I ever told you this, but I got a lot of emails from that New York incident. You know, when she went to the school in New York and the lady came out and then her video disappeared from the internet. Luckily, I had already saved it.
Yo, check this out. This girl right here told my daughter in Harlem, New York, when they visited with the ginger-haired husband, she told her that she was a princess.
She was talking about she did not sign any waivers for her children to be photographed. And then afterwards, we saw the freedom of information. And then they all had to sign NDAs after. That's true. Who said that? Debbie Byrne. They all had to sign NDAs after to say they wouldn't talk about it. That's why her video was removed, I believe. Listen, I got emails from the parents saying that some of their children were in protective custody or that they have been hiding from people in their lives that they had to hide from. And they were lucky enough to get their children into this very good school because this school is for lower income families, but the children are very lucky to get into school because of the programs it has. And so it's kind of like a magnet school or a charter school. That's the kind of vibe I get from the school. And they get uniforms and everything. They have to move their children out of these schools now. Out of this New York school now. They have to move their children and they have to move their entire life because Meghan exposed their children as being located in this area. Exploiting children, everybody cares about that. I think we should put that in our last box here. I don't know if it's a kind of a guilt through projection that she doesn't have her children to show off or she can't show off her children or her children may or may not even exist. She always says her children, like that's the least likely scenario, is that they are hers. More likely than not, they could be Henry's, but I don't think she has anything to do with it. Yes, so she's like, thou protestest too much, I think is what you're saying, Amber. She always has to grab for children, or if it's because she thinks that reaches people emotionally. I'm not sure what it is, but she can't help but take up people's children and put them in her photo ops. Forehead vein is there. A debunked lie. If she says another lie, like she says, I once had to work as a waitress because I worked my whole way through school, when really her father, Thomas Markle Sr., paid for her life, paid for her apartments, paid for her school, and paid for her to get out of trouble that she got into in school by being a mean girl. If she refers to her past and those recreations of history that she's done, then we will say debunked lie is covered there. Lack of all hygiene. That's really important, especially if we're going to do the cooking show. That's really important. Want messy hair, we'll put that as lack of hygiene. We want to win these bingo matches. Fairy Princess, you're amazing. Leilani of Barbados, thank you so much. You're very kind. Thank you for sticking with me through this. I really wanted to get this together in a way that it's not in my crazy mind, but something that you could have input on as well. Who's Jen? I don't know anybody who has bingo. Hey, I thought I came up with this idea. Listen, anyone who has done bingos in the past, come hither. Let's do it together. I covered the apron changes already. Is that fair to put that in here? Yeah, it is. So what did you all say? Phantom mom talk. We have as a mom. Heavy blush. Oh, the bronzer. In caps. Chicho face. As a Nigerian, she's never gonna say that. Come on. I'm sorry this has been so long, but we have done a very good project together here. I will tweak it a little bit. First one to email me and tell me they have bingo. You get a prize, which is the Leilani of Barbados slides. They're worth about $60 US. So that's fun to have as we get into the warmer months, hopefully. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.
Bye.